Congrats! We know you're excited to get started on your street legal golf cart or low-speed vehicle, but before you hop on, there are some crucial things you need to know. We want you to have an incredible experience while visiting the Emerald Coast and avoid breaking laws, injuring people, or damaging property. There's so much to know, and not knowing could cost you. But over the next couple minutes, you're going to learn everything you need to know about your street legal golf cart experience. You're about to have a great time on your low-speed vehicle, but wait, what is a low-speed vehicle? You may think you're hopping on a golf cart, but there's actually quite a big difference between the two. Golf carts are typically only found on, you guessed it, golf courses. Low-speed vehicles are what you see being used when you're driving down 30A or on scenic Gulf Drive in Destin and Miramar Beach. Golf carts are not legal on the roads in our town. A low-speed vehicle, also known as a street legal golf cart, is a registered motor vehicle in the state of Florida. LSVs, as they are known as, have license plates, seat belts, turn signals, brake lights, reflectors, headlights, DOT windshield, and mirrors. In order to drive your low-speed vehicle, you'll need to know both the local laws and the rules of the rental cart owner. To start, LSVs can only be driven on roads with posted speed limits of 35 miles an hour or less. For example, LSVs may never be driven on Highway 98, which has a posted speed limit of 45 miles an hour and greater. All drivers need to be at least 16 years old with a valid driver's license. Be sure to check with the individual cart owner because most rental houses require the driver be at least 18 or even 21 years old with a valid driver's license. Remember, this is a motor vehicle, not a golf cart. Seatbelts are required by law to be worn at all times by all passengers. Please do not operate your low-speed vehicle without every passenger buckled in their own seatbelt. LSVs cannot operate on sidewalks, bike paths, utility paths, public walkways, nature areas, or beaches. LSVs are only to be driven on roadways where you would normally drive your car or truck. Remember, your LSV is a motor vehicle. Therefore, you cannot drive or ride an LSV with an open container of alcohol. Not even the passengers. If the driver is caught drinking and driving, they will be arrested for driving under the influence. The sheriff has a zero-tolerance alcohol policy. LSVs are motor vehicles and can only be parked in designated parking areas where you would find other motor vehicles. LSVs cannot park in front of driveways, on private property, or in any no parking zones. Remember, you will be responsible for any parking citations or traffic citations incurred during the duration of your rental. All LSVs have a specific number of seats and seatbelts, and you must not exceed the limit of passengers. For instance, a 6-passenger golf cart can have a maximum of 6 passengers, no matter how small they are. We know it may only be a few blocks that you want to drive with someone else squeezing in or sitting on a lap, but it's against the law. Avoid ruining your trip and keep to the number of specified passengers. Failure to follow critical street legal golf cart laws may result in your LSV being impounded by the Sheriff's Department, which will cost you an arm and a leg to get back, ruin your vacation, and the cart will only be allowed to be picked up by the registered owner. Any child that would normally use a 5-point harness car seat is required to use one on an LSV. Any child that would normally use a booster seat should only use the seat belt. As you can see, booster seats strictly prohibit the use of lap belts only. We understand your child may feel more comfortable riding in your lap, but this is against the law, and you'll be pulled over and cited if you are caught. Now that you know the laws for operating your low-speed vehicle, it's time to go and have a great time with your street legal golf cart along the Emerald Coast.